So these two equations represent the Arrhenius equation, d ln k1 by dt equal to E1 upon RT square, and second equation, and this third d ln k2 by dt equal to E2 upon RT square, equation number 3. So these two equations represent the Arrhenius equation, and where in general this equation we can write, in general this equation we can write in the format d ln k by dt equal to E upon RT square. So this equation represent Arrhenius equation. In general we can write this equation. This equation represent Arrhenius equation, in which E is the energy of activation. Energy of activation. So how energy of activation can be defined? Energy of activation is the energy in excess. Energy in excess to the average energy of molecule. Average energy of molecule at given temperature. Molecule at given temperature, which molecule must have to enter chemical reaction. Molecule must have to enter chemical reaction. So this is the activation energy. Energy of activation we define in this way. So energy of activation is the energy in excess. Energy in excess required for molecule than the average energy of all the molecules at given temperature. So the all molecules have some average energy at particular temperature. At given temperature they have some average energy, and that average energy, the molecule which want to take part in chemical reaction, it has some excess energy required, and that excess energy is nothing but the excess energy to the average energy of the molecule at given temperature, which molecule must have in order to enter into the chemical reaction. This is known as energy of activation. So this energy of activation we define in this manner. So this is energy of activation. Now by in another form, this equation, that is Arrhenius equation, we write in another form. In another form, suppose that equation 2 and equation 3 integrated. By integrating equation 2 and 3 we get how equation, initially we rearrange this equation. So d ln k1 equal to, so dt taken here, E1 upon R is a constant term, and this dt upon t square, same variables taken on the same side. Here equation number 2 written in this format. So equation number 3, d ln k equal to E2 upon R. These two are constant term, so these variables dt upon t square we have written in this format. So in the next step, integration of d ln k, we know that d ln k1 integration is ln k equal to E1 upon R is a constant term, and integration constant term, so integration of dt upon t square. Similarly we can write integration of d ln k2 equal to E2 upon R, integration of dt upon t square. So we can write integration. So ln k1 equal to E1 upon R is a constant term, so we write as it is. Dt upon t, integration is minus 1 upon t. Here ln k2 plus, there is a constant of integration which defined in this way, ln a, constant of integration ln a, we have taken this constant of integration ln a, so ln k2 equal to e2 upon r is a constant term, so written as it is, and integration for this is minus 1 upon t. Minus 1 upon t is the integration for this term, so we can write this equation ln k1 equal to e1 upon rt, so minus e1 upon rt, minus e1 upon rt plus ln a minus e1 upon rt plus ln a, and here this equation ln k2 equal to minus e2 upon rt plus ln b, ln a is a constant of integration, plus ln a, so this is constant of integration. So these two equations we obtain here. So by taking anti-logarithm for these two equations we obtain by taking anti-logarithm for this. So this term ln, after taking anti-logarithm, it becomes k1 equal to here for ln a we can write a e raised to, now here e raised to minus e1 upon rt for the first rate constant, and similarly for k2 we can write equal to a e raised to minus e2 upon rt, or in general we can write k equal to a e raised to minus e upon rt, where e is the energy of activation, r is the gas constant, t is the absolute temperature, and a is another factor. So a is known as frequency factor, or it is also called as collision number. This is another form of the Arrhenius equation. Arrhenius equation is also written in this form. So a is the frequency factor, or it may be also called as collision factor, or sometime it may be said pre-exponential factor. Pre-exponential factor. So frequency factor or collision number A, or it may be called pre-exponential factor. Pre-exponential factor. So this is the one of the form of the Arrhenius equation. Arrhenius equation. Sometime the equation here, this Arrhenius equation, the A is constant. Here we have taken constant, and the factor e raised to e upon rt, e raised to minus e upon rt, that is called as frequency factor, collision number, or pre-exponential factor. So in this format we have written the equation. Now sometime this equation, these two equations, the Arrhenius equation is here, where a is the constant, e raised to minus e upon rt is the frequency factor, collision number, or pre-exponential factor. So this factor, remember, we have to remember this factor. Sometime in question paper the collision number is given, or frequency factor is given, or it may be named pre-exponential factor. So that is exponent e for e raised to minus e upon rt represent the pre-exponential factor. Now this is one of the form of Arrhenius equation. Sometime the another form, that is the equation d ln k by dt equal to e upon rt square, e upon rt square, or this equation in general form. So for k1 or for reactant first, we can write d ln k1 upon dt equal to E1 upon RT square. For K2, d ln K2 dt equal to E2 upon RT square. But in general, we can write this equation d ln K upon dt equal to E upon RT square. By integrating this equation between proper limits, integrating this equation between limits, integrating this equation between limits for k1 to k2, between limits k1 to k2, and for t is equal to t1 to t is equal to t2. So by integrating this equation between the limits, so rearranging first, d ln k equal to E upon R into dt upon t square. So integrating this equation by integration d ln k between limits k1 to k2 equal to E upon R is a constant term, E upon R is a constant term. So E upon R integration from limit t1 to t2, so dt upon t square. We know the integration for this, so integrate d ln k, the integration is ln k from k1 to k2 equal to E upon R is a constant term, E upon R is a constant term, so we can write the integration for this 1 upon minus 1 upon t from t1 to t2. So the equation we can write here, C ln k2 upon k1 equal to ln k2 upon k1 equal to E minus, here this minus sign taken here, minus E upon R into bracket 1 upon t2 minus 1 upon t1, or in the logarithm to the base 10 format, we can write log of k2 upon k1 equal to minus 2.303 E upon R into bracket 1 upon t2 minus 1 upon t1. So this is another form where we can write the Arrhenius equation in this format when the velocity constant for two temperatures are determined. When velocity constant for two temperatures are determined, then we can write the equation in this format. So this is one of the form of Arrhenius equation. This is another form of Arrhenius equation. So Arrhenius equation defines the temperature dependent rates of reaction. Temperature dependent rates of reaction. Now see the determination of activation energy. Determination of activation energy. Determination of activation energy is important point from the equation. Determination of activation energy. So activation energy can be determined where in this equation, Arrhenius equation, the activation energy is represented by E. E represent activation energy. So activation energy can be determined when the velocity constant, one of the method here, velocity constant at two temperature determined. Suppose that at temperature T1 determine it is K1, and for second temperature velocity constant determined is K2. When these two values are known, that is velocity constant or rate constant at two temperature T1 and T2, if determined, then we come to know the value of E. Value of E, that is energy of activation, can be calculated from these two velocity constant. Velocity constant determined here